Hello everyone. In this series of videos, I am going to show you how to compute canopy height model from drone flights. To compute canopy height model, what we need is digital surface model and digital terrain model computed from the same drone flight. The difference between digital surface model and DTM, digital survey model, will give you the canopy height model, which represents the height of the objects on the Earth's surface. So in this tutorial, following the course where we are using two sets of data, drone data, which were collected from 18th December 2019 and 22nd January 2020. So what we are going to do is we are going to estimate the crop height by estimating the canopy height model for each date for 18th December and 22nd January. And this each date represents two different growing period of the crop maize over the field under study. So for the purpose of these videos, I'm going to show you these steps, how to determine this crop height by doing CHM of 22nd January minus CHM of 18th December. To start with, what we need to do is we may have to rerun WebODM with DTM enabled. So if you were following the tutorials, we have only ran WebODM with DSM enabled. So those who have not run with the DTM enabled may have to rerun the WebODM with the DTM enabled. So to do that, let's log into the WebODM interface using the URL provided to you and the username and password provided to you. So I'm going to the WebODM interface. So once you are logged in, you should see an interface like this. Those who already have a project may have the list of projects here and the tasks here. In my case, it's a fresh login. So I'm going to add a project here, and I will give a name, run process with DTM. And I will create the project. So I have an empty project now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process the data for December 2019, and I will select my December 2019 flight data. I will select all the images together, open, and you can see that it calculate or it extracts the name automatically from the EXIF details of the images. You can leave the processing node as auto. You can select default, and you can go to edit, and by default it's only DSM enabled. You can also enable DTM. You can save it, and you can review and start processing. So right now the files are being uploaded and it will start processing. In the meantime, as a second task, I will also select the images for the January flight. Use Ctrl A to select all the images, open them. I will select default, and in addition I'll go to edit and also select DTM. Review, and I will start processing. You can see that the second task is queued for this task to finish. So once this task is finished, this will start. Once the processing of the drawn data are done, you will see completed in both the tasks. Once these tasks are completed, you can go to each task, go to the download assets and download your terrain model and surface model. So for this particular tutorial, I suggest you to download terrain model and surface model from both of these dates. So what you can do is click on the terrain model and save it in a folder. For example, this is DTM for 22nd January 2020. So like that, you can also download DSM for 22nd January 2020. Similarly, you also download it for 18 December 2019. With this, you will have 4 GeoT files, and now in the next videos you will see how to process these T files in QGIS to compute canopy height models. Thank you.